Hi, everyone, and welcome to Where Are They Now? My name is Lisa Strahs-Lorenc. I'm author of Career Journeys from the Ground Up, Discover Your Own Path. And I'm here with Frank Pomata. He is an employment counselor and mental health advocate, and he was one of my book participants. Welcome, Frank. Good to see you.
Hi, Lisa. Thank you. It's great to be here with you again.
Yeah, Frank
So,
and I have known each other for a lot of years and have crossed paths in many of our different jobs. So it's always nice
definitely.
to catch up, Frank. So tell me about your year and what you've been doing.
Well, I'd say we've had our own career journeys, along the way, as we both know. What have I been doing the past year? Well, a lot of the same stuff, but a few new things turned in. I'm still an employment counselor. I've been here about almost 8 years at the Suffolk County Department of Labor, helping to reconnect our unemployed residents in the county with the workforce. And sometimes that involves training, retraining, retooling, and other types of things. One of the things, though, that from doing the book and the presentations we did to young people at some of the high schools and with the libraries, I have actually been looking for opportunities myself to do that. And my boss even asked me, we had summer interns, and I had the opportunity this summer. He asked me to do a little debrief session with them, which was a lot of fun to talk about what they got out of it. And I called it "The Sky's the Limit," turning your summer internship into a launch pad for success.
Great
So,
title.
thank you. Thank you. Um, I had a lot of fun with it. I actually have been also doing a lot of talks in some of our local libraries on my own. I did a series. There were a couple of women that I met who were also presenters in our local library. I had been attending some of the really interesting workshops that they were doing, and they asked to have coffee with me. And I was invited to do a four-part session with them with some young people in supportive housing in Bayshore, all about career aspiration. And I designed most curriculum. We called it Finding Your Gift. And I used this whole analogy of like looking for a diamond underground, person, shoveling or a flashlight, because every one of us has some sort of unique gift, be it, a skill set, experience, what have you. And it's finding it, knowing it. And instead of an elevator pitch, which I always found could be kind of stilted and whatnot and sound rehearsed, I came up with an I am statement where I had them think of three descriptors for themselves and then use that to craft a statement of, hey, I'm introducing myself to this woman, Lisa, and I am this kind of person, let's say creative, who likes to and wishes to do the following. So that could be used for entrepreneurship. Let's say you're pitching your new mousetrap, to a funder, a bank, or the Small Business Administration to get a loan, or it could be used with an employer in an interview setting. So that's some of what I've been up to, and it's been a lot of fun.
Nice. Now I know
I'm
you
sort of
also,
paying it forward.
that's great. And I know you also have another hat, and that is the mental health hat. Do you want to introduce anything that you've been doing with that? Because I know you've been pretty busy with speeches
I
and
have, yes. Thank you
presentations.
for allowing me to speak on that too. Yes, I am a person with a mental illness, and so what I do sometimes is share my own journey with mental illness in an effort to educate folks, reduce the stigma, sort of shatter that cone of silence over that topic that keeps so many people, and that included me for so long, asking for help or whatnot. So I've been having some talks. In fact, I just moved to a new community and I reached out to get a library card. And while I was there, I asked for the adult programs person. And this young lady has already booked me to do a career workshop and a mental health one early next year. So I'm really excited. And I'm getting paid for it. I am starting
Wow.
to ask for money. That's one of the things I learned too, doing
Yeah.
these workshops, is that I need to, I'm in the nonprofit world and that training of scarcity, and I have to ask for what I'm worth. And that's something that a lot of us have difficulty doing, salary negotiations and whatnot. So I'm still learning at this advanced age.
So am I. So am I, Frank. You and I have a lot in common.
Lifelong learners. There's always lessons to be learned. Yes.
That's right. That's right. We've shared a lot of the same things together. Sounds wonderful. You
Mm-hmm.
really are paying it back and really
Thank
helping
you.
so many people. Just
Thank
go
you.
through with Suffolk County Department of Labor your services again for everybody.
Well, we've got a computer lab. We've got access to job fairs that are free. Sometimes there's hiring events we do with local corporations. You can come in. We'll do some career assessments with you, resume reviews. I like it when I can really work one-on-one with people. A lot of times it's kind of a hit or miss thing, and a person comes in and whatnot and all. But there's a vast database too. New York State puts out, they've got a job bank, and we get a regionalized list of job vacancies at the beginning of every week. And these, to be on this list that we get, the company's got to have at least one bona fide job opening. So this way you're not chasing these, I've heard about all these sort of false ads or
Yeah.
sham ads, the employer puts out ads that are not indeed. So those are some of the services, I've done mock interviewing with people and stuff too. So there's a variety of things, and we kind of try to tailor it to whatever the person's needs they present with, you know.
It's great. You and I have a lot in common.
And they're free. That's the
And
best
they're
part.
free. Wonderful. That's great.
Yes. Well,
So
county
let's talk.
taxpayers.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So any advice to people who are watching, listening, learning? Any advice to people that at this point that you've learned and developed?
Yes, definitely. I would say that the number one skill that I am talking to people about to have for the 21st century workforce is adaptability. I think we've all seen some research, particularly someone like yourself, about how today's world is such a dynamic economy, and people are projected to have more than one career, and that they might even make major changes from industry to industry. So really a key skill is adaptability. And I would also say a willingness to constantly be learning, kind of like what Covey said in his book about always sharpening your saw was one of the things in the Seven Habits series,
Other
I think it
successful
was.
people. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
thank you. Yes. Adaptability, being a lifelong learner, as we were saying, we're always still learning lessons, and we're always also still peeling the onion that is you. Sometimes it's not until we are of a certain age that we discover other skills that we didn't have, talents, or we've done something for a long time. Then we decide, gee, I want to make a shift, which might be driven either by externalities or something inside of us. I've seen a lot of people from the corporate world just said, hey, I made a lot of money and I've done this, this, and this. I'm ready now at this stage of the game. I'd like to do something to give back. I can't tell you, that is a fairly common theme. And I've seen it written up in stories in Newsday, even too, over the years as well, when people talk about career shifts.
It's good. It helps them find something that maybe they're more passionate about, or maybe it's a better
Hmm.
time for them to be changing careers. So never too early, never
Yeah,
too late.
absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much, Frank,
So
for all the good work that you do and all the people's lives who you touch and change. We appreciate that, Frank.
thank you, Lisa. It's a
And I wish
pleasure.
you all the best, always.
Thank you. All right. Pleasure
All
having
right.
you.
You too. Bye.
Take care.